Alright, welcome race fans once again here to Virtual Racing Network. It is set to be a fantastic race here. We do have some special stuff in store if we are able to do it. If not, we'll just have to give a shout out, but we're going to cover that here in just a little bit. Right now, of course, you are watching practice. It looks like we may have to reset the overlays here as they are not pulling some names that we need here from the race. But before we do that, we quickly want to go over stuff real fast. Of course, Walls the Beard Co. being one of the sponsors here that make this all possible. Make sure you head on over to wallsbeardco.com for all of their Beard Balm products, all natural and organic products. So make sure you head on over to wallsbeardco.com and pick some of that up today. simspeedshop.com. If you are an iRacer, new or old, make sure you head over to simspeedshop.com, pick up their button boxes and e-brakes for you rallycross racers. They are just about a must for all of you iRacers out there, something everyone needs to pick up. Northwest Racing Series, they have just finished their actual point series on Monday and Thursday night. They will be back here in about 6 weeks. We'll be picking that up on iRacing Live and of course here on the channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. More coming up. They are the official one-to-go sponsor here for Virtual Racing Network. Ohio IndyCar League. If, of course, Xfinity truck racing ain't your thing, head on over to Ohio IndyCar League for some great IndyCar racing. You can also get all the latest information at facebook.com/Ohio IndyCar League. And of course, iBog, iRacing Broadcast Overlay Graphics, your sim race broadcast graphic source. Most of the graphics you see here and all of the animations you'll see are presented by ibog.co. And of course, we won't have time for a pre-race interview here as we don't have a full pre-show because points are not working for some reason in here. We'll have to fix that. But we normally will have a pre-race interview presented by Randy's Wraps. So if you need a paint job done on iRacing, go to Facebook and look up Randy's Wraps for some great, inexpensive paint jobs. And on the racing side of things, there are two sponsors that make all of this possible. Starting, of course, with the championship prize sponsor, that is TJ Woodworking, Tony Jones. Their limitation is your imagination. Any kind of woodworking you need done, custom, great stuff, head on over to TJ Woodworking on Facebook. You can also give them a call at 515-979-0415. And of course, the presenting sponsor here for tonight's race, that is T&D Rustic Decor, established in 2016. And they have gained a lot of traction, obviously, out of Oklahoma. So if you need any rustic decor items, go check them out. They are in Oklahoma. You can look them up on Facebook, or you can also just go to tndrusticdecor.com and it will take you directly to their Facebook page. That being said, we have about 5.5 minutes left here. We do want to take a quick look at the point standings before we get too far into this to let everyone know exactly what is going on in the point standings. As far as the top 5 we'll go through right now, that is, of course, Sahil Mustak in first place right now with 44 points. 3 points behind him with 41 points is Doug Pickering. Third place is Brian Jones with 39 points, 5 points out of the lead. Ed Sauls currently in fourth place right now with 37.7 points out, and tied for fifth is Rachel Hunt with 36 and Chuck Kemper with 36 points as well, 8 points out of the lead. So we have a lot of good battling going on all the way back down to 12th, only 15 points out with Jason Deere. So a lot of great drivers here, and we have about 12-13 drivers here for tonight's race as well, or I could say this afternoon's race. But regardless, day or afternoon, it is a great race in store here for you as we are at Martinsville Speedway. Looks like we got somebody blinking there. We'll see if that connection issue does get sorted out. But we are going to step away here. We're going to see if we can't get those overlays fixed real quick, and we will be right back in just a few moments. Alright, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it will stay sorted out. It looks like all the drivers' names are appearing in there, so we are glad to be back here, and hopefully it does stay working. We, of course, want to thank everybody for tuning in here this afternoon for today's race. One of 3 races we'll be covering here tonight. So, of course, if you have not subscribed before, definitely hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified of all the upcoming races, and you hit that little bell, you'll be notified as well. And, of course, if you like today's race, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so that we know and all these fans know out here that you are glad to be here and be part of this watching. And, of course, if you'd like to get into it, you can do so by just looking up NESS Short Track Series on iRacing. That being said, let's get to your VRN pre-race analyst here. Partly cloudy, 2-mile-per-hour wind out of the north, a track temp of 91 degrees, so track temp is a little bit warm here. Used to running a little bit cooler, but it is actually 91 degrees here. Air temp 65 degrees. 100 laps is what they have on the books. 50 miles, as this is a half-mile track. Fuel window, tire window, we don't have an estimate on those here, unfortunately. Although pit road speed limit 35 miles an hour, as these guys are getting upwards of about 112, a little over 120, about 120 miles an hour. So that could be kind of difficult to slow down for some of these guys. We'll see if they can master it here tonight at Martinsville. We have 1:23 left. We're going to step away, get to the national anthem, and we'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, we are back. Qualifying is officially underway, so we are going to drop down here to the track and pull up your driver information here. You're watching the 41 of Aaron Maspero out on the track. He was your 2018 Season 2 champion. Again, we are still in the process of making that plaque for him. We want to make sure it's very spectacular, and then we will be sending that to him very shortly. Right now, it looks like he is going to take it to the top of the charts here. We'll zoom out just a little bit with a 18.981. Right behind him is Chuck Kemper with a 19.229. And Brian Jones with a 19.450, as Trey Galgon is going to take it to third with that 19.283. Ed Salzo running a very fast time, 19.191. Let's go ahead and pull up your qualifying times here on the right side. As you can see, 7 drivers have put in a time. Scott Page currently 6th place with a 19.548, and Jason Deere with a 20.019. And it looks like Hart Green is out on the track to put in his first time, as he's trying to run down Aaron Maspero with that 18.981. The only 18-second lap around this track, but not by much from Ed Sauls and Chuck Kemper. Will they be able to catch him? That is the question. He should be putting in his first time right there, and it's a 19.715, as now Doug Pickering is out on the track to start his first lap right there. Will these guys be able to catch our leader here? Again, that is Aaron Maspero here in qualifying. He's at the top of the charts with the only 18-second lap, but it's not a very low 18. It's a pretty high 18, so it doesn't mean he's going to be pulling away anytime soon, and this could be just a qualifying run as well. Doesn't mean he will run those, but Doug Pickering, 19.098 to take second place in the number 17 machine. And it looks like Alex is not going to go out in the 26. The Hill Mustang is rolling out now, and Randy Post has not qualified yet at all either. So two drivers yet to qualify. One of them, or one of the three that is out on the track, but two have not qualified, and we'll see if they are going to. Alright, well, anyway, we'll see if they qualify or not. Right now, it is Sahil Mustak out on the track, so we're going to dive down here and get a good shot of that car as he takes it into the corner. Will he be able to beat his teammates here of Aaron Maspero and Doug Pickering as he crosses the line? It's going to be a 19.138 to put himself in third. So right now, it is 1, 2, 3 for the teammates, Aaron Maspero, Doug Pickering, and Sahil Mustak. Randy Post looks to come out onto the track, and so is Alex. So we'll see if these guys are going to be able to just shake it up a little bit and qualify above those top three and break up those teammates here for this afternoon's race. We'll see. Time is winding down. 1:20 left on the clock. They have 2 laps to do it. Again, 18 to 20-second laps. They should have plenty of time to get around this track. We'll just have to kind of wait and see if they are able to get around in time. If no mistakes are made, there's no reason they shouldn't, as Alex is going to take it to 10th place with a 19.703, and Randy Post is going to jump to 11th with a 19.717, and he's going to get into the wall. That will do it for his qualifying. As the 26 of Alex out on the track right now, and he will finish his second lap with a 19.613 to jump to 9th place, and that will do it here for qualifying with 38.7 seconds left on the clock. We're going to step away for the last time, and we will be back with your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now here on the grid. As you see, everyone's starting to take their positions. We'll see if Brian Jones is the last one waiting. So we're going to go ahead and go through that lineup here for you as we're going to jump to the front. Of course, with Aaron Maspero going to be your pole sitter in that number 41 machine. So it's time to go through your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. Starting on row 1 is going to be the 41 of Aaron Maspero with the pole with the 18.981. And looking on his outside, of course, is going to be, well, we forgot who it was, Doug Pickering in the 17 is in third. Sahil Mustak in row 1 on the outside with row 2 is also going to be the 81 of Ed Sauls. Row 3 is going to be the 40 of Chuck Kemper and the 49 of Trey Galgon. Row 4 is going to be the 21 of Brian Jones and the 00 of Scott Page. Row 5 is going to be the 26 of Alex and the 63 of Hart Green. The 54 of Randy Post, row 6, and the 45 of Jason Deere. That is going to do it here for the Wolves Beard Co. starting grid. As we are going to go up to the front, you see the 41, our pole sitter, holding off one row as he's about to move to the front. That is a shout out to Rachel Hunt, who is unable to race with us at the moment, as they are going to run missing man formation here, as he is now pulling to the front. But there for that one lap, in honor of Rachel Hunt, who can't be with us here, they were running that missing man formation here for her. In this case, a missing woman formation, I guess you could call it. But Rachel Hunt, if you can hear this, shout out to you for not unfortunately having to miss the race, but we definitely miss you here as they ran the missing man formation for you. But that being said, green flag is back in the air, and we are racing here on lap 1 of 100. And we'll just see what is going to happen here as they get going into the turn and everybody goes single file. So far, so good. No cautions here on the start as we see some serious smoke going by. That is the 17 of Doug Pickering. What happened to Doug Pickering? Something went wrong. Maybe he forgot to take off the qualifying tape. But he has a blown-in engine here. And I don't know if he has any rear-end damage or any front-end damage. I do believe he forgot to take off his qualifying tape, as that engine is gone here. So he will have to go in and use his fast repair already. So that is unfortunate for the 17. But his teammates are still out front. Aaron Maspero, Sahil Mustak. And maybe if we get a caution, we'll try to get a word in here with Doug Pickering to see what happened there. But I would imagine it was a tape issue and maybe got too hot, because I didn't see anybody possibly get into him, and no damage to that truck on the front end. Chuck Kemper still trying to run down right now. Sahil Mustak in second place. He's running a very good third place, probably one of the highest finishes he's has, but he does have some rear end damage. Right behind him is his teammate, the 81 of Ed Sauls, trying to take that position from him, but just not quite there. They've really spread out early in this race. We'll have to keep an eye and see how these guys will perform here throughout the night. Will we have a whole lot of cautions, or will it go relatively caution-free? If they go caution-free, we're talking about 4 laps a minute. These guys are going to just excuse me, blaze through these laps very quickly here. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Right now, some of these drivers we'll see move through this field a little bit. Probably here are going to be Trey Galgon in the 49, Scott Page in the 00. These guys will work their way through the field. Randy Post, brand new driver here. Obviously, he is from Randy's Wrap, so big shout out to him, as well as the nice looking paint job running VRN colors here this afternoon. But Aaron Maspero still out front, leading this race, as he has now led 6 laps. Going to be 7 right there as he crosses the line. We're on lap 8 right now. So far, caution-free here at Martinsville. And, of course, we want to give a shout-out to everyone in chat that's with us here this afternoon. Again, you're watching here from Martinsville, a very spread-out race already. We had a little bit of chaos there, I guess you could call it, at the start of this race. Doug Pickering, it looks like maybe forgot to take qualifying tape off and blew the engine very quickly here right off the start. Or it could have been an issue where he got into the back of someone, but we didn't see any damage, as that is Doug Pickering right there. He did use his fast repair, so we'll definitely have to get a word in with him if we get a caution. But right now, that is not looking like it's going to happen, as Doug Pickering, if we'll pull up his information, is currently sitting in 12th. He did start 3rd, so he is all the way at the back of this field. 1 lap down. He would get the lucky dog if the caution was to come out. But right now, again, we don't predict that coming out anytime soon, as he is just moving forward as best he can, but there's really nobody he can pass at the moment. He really needs that caution to come out, because that's the guy he's chasing right there, trying to stay ahead of him, as the 41 of Aaron Maspero. Right there, Sahil Mustak, his teammate, sitting in 2nd. Chuck Kemper still 3rd, as well as Ed Sauls, who has reeled in Chuck Kemper just a little bit. He hasn't done a whole lot, but he has caught him just a little bit. And it looks like right behind them, Brian Jones has caught both of them as well, so we may have a battle here for 3rd position very quickly between 3 different cars If Bryant Jones and Ed Sauls can catch up to Chuck Kemper here, we will have a battle. But right now there is a battle starting to brew here for 4th place between Ed Sauls and Bryant Jones. So one of these guys could potentially make the pass and move on up there to Chuck Kemper. The new guy here, the 26, pull up his bar here, that is Alex in the 26. He started 6th, he's back to 9th, so he has fallen back just a little bit. He is trying to work his way back to the front. We'll see if Alex can get to the front. Trey Galgon sitting in 7th place right now. These guys are really spread out. Again, this is kind of how they usually run. They get spread out, and we'll get a caution here probably shortly, and then they'll bunch back up, and then we'll get to racing. But right now, not much going on the track as far as the battling going on. So we're going to go back up here to Ed Sauls, who still has a mirror full of Bryant Jones in that 21 car, and they have both still chasing down the 40 of Chuck Kemper here. But so far, nobody has really done anything. It looks like maybe Jason Deere is going to get passed here by the 17 of Randy Post. That is not for position. But right now, or not Randy Post, sorry, Doug Pickering. Doug Pickering trying to get to the front so he can get his lap back maybe the old-fashioned way. And they will have to pit for fuel before this race is over. They do run 50% fuel, so everyone will have to come in at one point or another. So that could potentially get him on the lead lap. And now Randy Post just going a lap down right there. You see your leader. So Randy Post now 1 lap down. That is good news for Doug Pickering in ways. It means he's not the only one a lap down. He could gain a position. However, the bad news is if the caution comes out, Randy Post is now the first truck a lap down. And just as we say that, it's not anymore, as now Jason Deere is the first truck a lap down. So now that's bad news for both Randy Post and Doug Pickering, as neither one of them are the first car a lap down. The next one on the list here to get past is Scott Page. And we'll see right there, he is within striking distance. Well, Aaron Maspero trying to run down Scott Page, Hart Green in there, Trey Galgon, and we'll get up to Alex, Ed, Brian, Chuck, Hance Hill. I don't think they'll be catching them anytime soon. But we'll have to see here, as there is your leader right there. Let's go on board with him real fast here as we'll go to our roll bar camera. Thanks to, we'll get the right graphic up, thanks to TND Rustic Decor for the onboard camera here this afternoon. And there are the guys he's chasing down right there. That is, of course, Hart Green and Scott Page. He's trying to catch to put them a lap down as well. So can they catch him? Will he catch them? That is the question. I think he will catch those two pretty quick. All right. Sorry about that. Had a cough we had to get rid of there. But again, right now Aaron Maspero is putting the 00 Scott Page 1 lap down. So that will put another truck a lap down, and we have not made it to any pit stops yet. Once pit stops come out, this could shake things up, trying to get on pit road. We may see a caution then, but right now we are just about a quarter of the way done, caution-free so far here in the race, and several drivers already a lap down, as Aaron Maspero has still dominated this race, 23 laps led. Of course, for everybody in chat here tonight, if you have a favorite driver out in chat you're rooting for, let us know who you are rooting for here in chat tonight. We definitely like to try to keep interaction with our fans, let the fans know what's going on. And of course, if you let us know who your favorite driver is. So we're trying not to lose our voice here. It is lap 26 of 100. We are officially a quarter of the way done, and we're getting reports that Randy Post getting loose on the track. It looks like Jason Deere is going to scrape the wall. Those two right there, they are battling for position, so we'll hang tight with them right now as our leader. It's pretty much pulled away with a sizable lead, 3.8 seconds and 10 seconds over the 40 of Chuck Kemper. But that is probably the best battle going on right there, as it looks like Randy Post is going to get tight and push it way up to the corner. And here comes Chuck Kemper and Bryant Jones to try to get by him, and he is going to let them by. It looks like Ed Sauls may have fallen off just a little bit, as he is back to 5th position right now. And if he's going to fall back a little bit, that may put him in jeopardy of going a lap down, as there he is. And there is Aaron Maspero at the line here. He's trying to run down his teammate, Doug Pickering, again. As again, the first time, of course, was for a blown engine. He had to go to pit road very quickly and get his fast repair out of the way. He is about to go 2 laps down, and that is the last thing he wants right now, to be 2 laps down as the caution comes out. Chuck Kemper going around here. Well, let's go see what happened. What happened to Chuck Kemper here? Going around to bring out the first caution. We'll just have to kind of wait and see what might have happened to him. Just getting loose. Oh, almost got hit by the 21. Just broke loose on him going around. And he will bring out caution number 1 here. As we are under caution for the first time. We'll pull it up. 1 caution for 2 laps. 70 laps to go. Oh, very good racing so far as we're on lap 31 of 100. We'll let these guys go in and pit. And then we will try to bring one of them up here to get a quick word in here. We'll see if we can't get Doug Pickering in here to see what might happen on that lap 1. And he is not going in, so we are going to drag him up here real fast, and we'll be right back here with a quick little interview. Doug Pickering, you got a copy?
Oh, I certainly have.
Well, it seemed pretty it seemed pretty evident what happened with Chuck, so not much to talk about on that. But we are curious what happened there on lap 1. I didn't see any damage to your truck. Was it a racing deal, or did you forget to take some tape off?
I went searching for 5th and found 3rd.
Well, that is
so,
definitely...
Yeah, engine went bang, so managed to get it into the pit lane, stayed just ahead of Aaron, so I 1 lap down and I'll get me lap back now. So not too much damage done, but it could have been a lot worse. So I'm glad nobody wrecked on the back of me as well.
Well, that is definitely good that no one got into you. So we saw you go in and have to obviously get that engine repaired, but you're back out here, and it looks like you'll have back on the lead lap, so it can't hurt too much there. It looks like you're at the front. You're going to get that wave around, it looks like here. So, you know, a little bad deal there at the start, but you're turning it around here. So any quick shout-outs before we get you down to back to the pits?
I'd like to shout out to Aaron. He was on my boot and never got me lapped, so...
Well, definitely, he was coming close to it, but again, teammates are good for that. But we'll get you back down to the pits, and hopefully you'll work your way back through here, and we'll see you in victory lane.
Cheers, Charles.
All right, again, that was Doug Pickering here as they are getting ready to go green here in just a moment. They get the 1 to go here as we'll go to your race leader. That is Sahil Mustak right now in that 18 machine, and we are set to go green once again. All right, there it is. Pace car is diving off now to start lap 35 of 100. This has already been a great race, and it's only going to get better. Oh, and we got a little confusion there. Not sure what was going on, but the caution is still out. We'll see here. I think the restart may have been pushed back. We'll see. We have a lot of trucks still trying to gather in. The pace car is on the track here. He's not on pit road. So I do believe the race control has thrown the yellow to delay the caution here as we're trying to get to the pace car. Pace car is not on pit road, so they have delayed the restart here. So we're going to try one more time and see if we can't get this thing going. But again, I do believe race control did it, and there it is. Green flag back in the air. We are racing here after a little bit of damage from Ed Sauls to the back of the 41. But again, that was a weird issue there. All the trucks were not where they should have been, so that caution got thrown and delayed the restart there. As you got a good battle going on between Alex and Ed here for the 81 and the 26. That is for 3rd position, and what a battle it is turning into as they are battling side by side. Brian Jones, Trey Galvan, and Chuck Kemper now 1 lap down after that spin. Got some damage to the back of his truck. because of that, but I think some of that may have came before the caution actually came out for him, as it looks like the 21 of Brian Jones, who is currently in 4th position, has some damage as well. He is actually behind, so there are a lot of trucks not in the correct position here. That may have been what that caution was delayed for. Before we go green, but green flag is back out once again. And again, something interesting going on here. We're not sure what exactly is going on as far as the positioning is going on. What happened there as the caution comes out once again, and not sure who it's for this time, but the caution is out. As again, we're not real sure who it is. Everybody on pace here, so caution coming out. Not clear what it's for, but Aaron Maspero is being scored as your race leader here. I don't think anybody's going to pit, so we are going to step away here, get to a commercial break, and we will be right back.
There's nothing you can do. I'm gonna run all over you. I'm looking for new blood, and nothing's gonna stop me now. Yeah, I'm looking for new blood, and nothing's gonna stop me now.
Alright, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, and word in. We didn't even catch it. They spun so quick, but it was reports that the 00 of Scott Page saying he went around is what we're getting in. So again, Scott Page and that 00 machine going around to bring out the caution, but brought it around very quickly. So we didn't even have a chance to catch the spin here. We might see if we can't go back and get a view on it here a little bit in the race if we get another caution. But right now, Brian Jones is your race leader here, as we will, of course, take a look at our top 5 drivers here. Right now, after 42 laps, coming up on the halfway point here in about 8 laps, it is Brian Jones, Hill Mustang, Aaron Maspero, Doug Pickering, and Hart Green. Those are your top 5 drivers after a few laps completed here, about halfway. Of course, we are going to get to racing here very shortly. The pace car is about ready to dive off. Lights are off on the pace car, so we're going green next time by. And there it is, the pace car diving off. We are having a little issue with the overlays here, so we do apologize for that. But it is time to go racing once again, as they are getting it all bunched up. And there it is, green flag back in the air. We are racing once again. It's the Hill Mustang leading them to the line here. Brian Jones side by side. It is Brian Jones that is currently the leader, but here comes Aaron Maspero back to the front, as they are almost 3 wide here for the lead. And they're going to try to sort it out here, as they're going to go 2 wide. Doug Pickering all the way up to 3rd now. It's where he started after, of course, you heard him there, missing a gear, going from 1st to 3rd. So a little mistake there will cost you dearly, as it blew that engine up pretty easy. And he has recovered from it very nicely to get right back to where he started, as Brian Jones still trying to run down Aaron Maspero for the lead. So far, unable to get up there to him. He did have the lead for a little bit. He did lead, of course, 4 laps, but he is, of course, not leading right now. Aaron Maspero back out front. And we'll take a look a little further back here. You got the 63 of Hart Green and the 81 of Ed Sauls putting on a good battle. And here comes the 63 of Alex getting in there as well. Will the 26 be able to do anything with these guys? He's right there with them. Here comes the 49 of Trey Galgon and Chuck Kemper in the 40. Those guys are on the same lap here. They're on the lead lap. You have to get back to Scott Page, Randy Post, and Jason Deere, the first guys that are currently laps down right now. Jason Deere is unfortunately on pit road out of the race. Randy Post 1 lap down, as well as Scott Page 1 lap down. These guys are putting on a heck of a battle. We're going to go back here to what it looks like a battle for second position now is brewing. Doug Pickering, Brian Jones. Brian Jones able to hold off Doug Pickering for the moment. Can he keep that battle up? As he's going to be very close here. Doug Pickering is a very clean, very good driver, as he is going to battle him hard, but he won't spin him. He won't wreck him to get the position. He will just give him a little bump here and there, I'm sure, to let him know he is there. And he's going to try to keep it as clean as possible, as that is his driving style. So we'll see. He's right there. Just can't quite get him, as it looks like Brian Jones is going to hit that curb just a little bit. And that may open the door for the 17 of Doug Pickering, as he's going to take it to the inside. Side by side, coming to the backstretch. And it looks like Doug Pickering is going to take second place from the 21 of Brian Jones. What a job here for the 17 of Doug Pickering to blow his engine, go 2 laps down, nearly 1 lap on the border of 2, and then get that spot back. But here comes Sahil Mustak trying to get by the 21 of Brian Jones as well. They're all starting to get right there, and he is going to squeeze it into the inside, side by side once again. And the 18 of Sahil Mustak is going to take third position here on lap 54 of 100. And they are trucking forward right now, over halfway done here. Taking a look, 2 cautions. Of course, one of those cautions was thrown by the admins. No, it was not. That was a delay, but 2 cautions here. One for the 00 and one for the 40 of Chuck Kemper. 9 laps, 46 laps to go as we are moving forward right now. We're going to go a little bit further back in this field. Chuck Kemper right now sitting in 7th position. He'd love to get back to the front. He is on the lead lap once again. Hart Green, a rookie here in this season, is currently in 8th place. Got Brian Jones has got his work cut out for him. He wants to hang on to 4th position right now, as he has the 81 of Ed and the 26 of Alex coming behind him very quickly here. And while we're at it, let's go on board here. Again, thanks to T&D Rustic Core, you're running on board here with the 81 of Ed Sauls, trying to run down the 21 of Brian Jones. Will he be able to get up to him is the question. It is going to be a tough one. It's not going to be easy, and right behind him, of course, is the 26 of Alex. So can he get by him? Both of these, can they get by the 21 of Brian Jones? As we're on board here, as Alex in that 26 almost gets it loose, and he very good job of saving that truck, as it almost broke loose on him here. As we're going to go back to our main camera here. That was an excellent save for the 26, but the 81 still over the back bumper of the 21 of Brian Jones here on lap 59 of 100. And getting reports here from Jason Deere. A connection issue went bad. That is why he is on the pit road sitting there. So no issue with racing, just internet going bad here. That is unfortunate for Jason Deere. Good driver, dedicated to the series, just having some internet issues, and he is not able to finish this race. Hopefully he can get back out there and get a few more laps in if it does work itself out here. But right now, once again, these guys have gone very far, and they've gone spread out once again. Chuck Kemper trying to hang in there in 7th place. Hart Green in 8th, and there's just no real battles going on right now, as Aaron Maspero once again out front leading this race. What is going to happen? Will Aaron Maspero win this race? Either way, we want to take the moment here to thank everybody for tuning in here for this afternoon's race. We do have some more racing coming up later tonight, as we have 2 teams covering. Obviously, we'll have 1 team on asphalt for the Race Core series, and then we will have another series going on with dirt, as Upper Edge does their dirt derby here tonight. We will have KR and Randy Post covering that, and then, of course, myself and Jeff Stabnow will be covering the Race Core action here. So 1 asphalt, 1 dirt coming up later tonight here on a Virtual Racing Network. Right now you're watching the NESS Short Track Series presented by T&D Rustic Decor. As right now Aaron Maspero leading this race here, and he has led so far 57 laps. And it looks like he will probably lead the remainder of this race. We'll see if they have to come in for pit road here. I think they may have to come in. We don't know. We've gone green here for quite a while. We'll see. They may be able to make it on fuel tires. I don't think are going to be too bad of an issue here this afternoon. Sahil Mustak in 3rd place right now. Brian Jones 4th, and Ed Sauls will round out your top 5. We'll see if these guys can do it once again. Aaron Maspero with a dominating performance last season to win the championship and win most of the races here, and it doesn't look like anything is changing here this season, as he is out front leading this race once again with 59 laps led, as we are closing in on the 70 lap mark. Going to be 30 to go here in about 4 laps. Will he come back, as he missed last week? So this is already starting behind in the point standings. He will have to fight his way to the top once again. Randy Post, one of our rookies here for this season, he is currently running in 11th position right now, 6 laps down. Looking at our next rookie, that is Hart Green in the 63. He is on the lead lap, currently in 8th position. And of course, our other rookie here, and the only other rookie, that is the 26 of Alex we're just going to try. We keep forgetting how to pronounce that last name. We're going to do our best to remember it throughout the season. But definitely a very good driver here, finishing in 6th place right now if he stays where he's at. But those are our 3 rookies here for the season, and just a very good job for all 3 of them. But they've got stiff competition here in this series if they want to keep up with Aaron Maspero, Doug Pickering, Sahil Mustak, even Brian Jones, Ed Sauls. These guys in the top 5, very, very fast drivers. Chuck Kemper, definitely a fast driver as well, just hasn't had the luck he needs here for today's race. He is definitely not where he would like to be, as he has been a little further up. We'll take a look at his stats here right now. Our driver bar started 5th, he's in 7th, so he has gone back a little bit. But he did recover from going a lap down to be back on the lead lap here one time. And again, everybody spread out at the moment. So we are going to actually go to our leader here, and we're going to step away one time real fast for a quick commercial break while there's not much going on, and we will be right back. Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, from a quick commercial break there. Doing a little side-by-side VRN non-stop here. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. For anyone that's just joining us, we are watching the NESS Short Track Series presented by T&D RusticDecor.com. And what a race has been so far. Only 2 cautions as we are closing in on the 20 laps to go mark. And so far, I don't see another caution going to be coming out anytime soon, as they have really spread out here for the most part. So we'll run through the fields right now. It is the 41 of Aaron Maspero out front. The 17 of Doug Pickering in second place. Third place is Sahil Mustak in third. Fourth place is the 21 of Brian Jones. And rounding out your fifth position here for this afternoon's race, it is the 81 of Ed Sauls. 26 is in sixth place right now. That is Alex. And seventh place is the 40 of Chuck Kemper. Eighth place is the 63 of Hart Green. Ninth place is the 49 of Trey Galgon. 10th place is the 00 of Scott Page. 11th place will be the 54 of Randy Post. And of course Jason Deere on pit road right now having some connection issues. But there once again is your race leader. He started first and he's been in first pretty much all race. To update here as to who has led laps. Right now Aaron Maspero has led 72 laps. Of course Brian Jones has led 4. Sahil Mustak has led 2 and Ed Sauls has led 1. So we have had 4 different leaders. As we'll take a look here for stats, we've had 4 leaders but 8 different lead changes. So those 4 drivers have traded the lead multiple times here in the race as we now have 20 laps to go. As Aaron Maspero just makes it 19 laps to go. This race is winding down very quickly. Again, with 19-second laps, we are doing just about 4 laps a minute here. This race will be over very quickly as we have not even been live here for an hour. And, of course, 20 minutes of that was practice. So, again, we've been live on the air here for the race as the caution comes out. And it's going to be Chuck Kemper going around again for his second caution of the night. Let's go back and take a look. All right, Chuck Kemper going around. What happened here? So we're taking a quick look, and I do believe just broke it loose again. This is a very warm track here, 91 degrees, and I'm sure it's getting warmer by the minute as they keep laying heat onto it. But he will go around once again, and that will put him a lap down. So we'll go back up to live, and we'll see if we can't get a quick word in here with Chuck Kemper as soon as these guys come down pit road. We'll see if we can't get him in. We'll be right back here with a quick interview from the 40 of Chuck Kemper. All right, not able to get a word in with the 40 here as he is coming down pit road now. Again, just self-spitting there. So we'll see if he can get in and get some damage repaired here. Not sure if he has used his fast repair for this afternoon's race or not. But he is currently being scored the first truck a lap down. But Sahil Mustak is being scored as your leader here, as Aaron Maspero did get beat coming off of pit road. Will he be able to get back to the front? We'll know here in just a minute, as we are under caution here for the third time. Again, 15 laps to go. It's going to be going green with about 13 to go. As it has been a great race so far. We'll see if the lights go off in just a moment. And they do not. So we are going to, again, step away to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
I spent my whole life chained to the wall, hungry for more, not afraid to fall. Had to cut a man down to get where I am, but someone had to tumble and someone had to stand. Don't try to fight, there's nothing you can do, and I'm gonna run all over you. It's too late to try, There's nothing you can do.
All right, we are back from commercial break. Not to cut it off there, but it is time to go racing once again. 13 laps to go. As there it is, green flag back in the air once again. And who is it going to be? Doug Pickering out front right now. Sahil Mustang trying to battle side by side with him for the lead. 12 laps to go. Who is it going to be? Here comes Aaron Maspero trying to get in there as well. And we got some serious battling going on here. Here comes Brian Jones to the inside of Doug Pickering, trying to take third place from him. Can't quite complete the path. He will have to settle back for third or fourth position as they are single file already here. But I don't think it's over just yet here for the lead. 11 laps to go. Aaron Maspero all over the back bumper of Sahil Mustang. Will he be able to get up there and make something happen with it? He has led 77 laps here. Sahil Mustang has led 7. 10 to go. Sahil Mustang out in the lead as they will come to the line this next time by, and it will be 9 laps to go. Will we see another caution? Will they run this thing out based on the race here with 9 laps to go now as they cross line? I don't think it's going to see another caution. We could be wrong, folks. If we get to 5 or less laps, we will not go racing again. So right now is crunch time. If there's going to be a caution, this is when it needs to happen if they want to go racing again, although nobody wants it to happen. Aaron Maspero still trying to run down the leader, Sahil Mustang, to try to get the win from him. Doug Pickering, after some troubles early in the race, back to third position where he started. Brian Jones would love to get up there and battle with these guys as he has the 26 of Alex all over his back bumper. And he is doing his best to try to hold them off. And here comes Ed Sauls trying to get into the mix as well. Sahil Mustang, though, to the front with 7 to go, is still being able to hold off the leader, or the second place of Aaron Maspero, who was, again, your last season's champion. And those two are teammates trying to run each other down here. Can he get done? 6 laps to go. Sahil Mustang still out front. Let us know again if you have a prediction of who's going to win this. Is it going to be the 41? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the 18, Sahil Mustang, or the 41 of Aaron Maspero? One of these guys very well could end up as that 41 of Aaron Maspero going to try to take the lead. Contact's made, I think. We're not 100% sure. We didn't have a good angle on that, but that is going to put Aaron Maspero out front and Sahil Mustang in second place. And here comes Doug Pickering trying to get by him as well. I don't know if contact was made there. He may have just got a little loose, and he was able to get by, but that was a very close battle. And we see Sahil Mustang sideways on the track and Aaron Maspero out front. Again, we'll have to talk to those to see if contact was made, but I don't see any damage, although there is a little damage to the back of Sahil Mustang. If you look right in that back quarter panel right there, there is a little bit of damage to the left side of that truck, right where that nose could have gone. But I think he was already to the inside. That damage may have already been there. Doug Pickering still trying to get by him as well. 3 laps to go. And now it is going to be 2 to go for the 41 of Aaron Maspero, who missed the opening race here last week. And he is back once again, and he is coming with vengeance to get this win as he is coming to the line. Going to make it 1 lap to go. There it is right there. 1 lap to go, presented by Northwest Racing Series. White flag is in the air. The battle right now is for this position of second right now. Who will get second? Who will get third? Doug Pickering trying to run down his teammate. Oh, and a little shot to the back bumper there. And it looks like Sahil Mustang will hang on to second place. But Aaron Maspero bringing home the win here at Martinsville. What a race for that 41 of Aaron Maspero to bring it home in first place. Started first, led 82 laps, dominated the race, and comes home with the win. Alright, folks, before we get to the post-race show here, as we'll watch the 41 do some celebrating, we are going to go ahead and go over your unofficial race results here. As it is like follows. The winner here, of course, in that 41, Aaron Maspero bringing home the win. Right behind him is the 18 of Sahil Mustang. Third place, we'll go to the 17 of Doug Pickering. Fourth place, the 81 of Ed Salzin. Rounding out your top 5 will be the 21 of Brian Jones. Sixth place will go to Hart Green. Seventh place will go to the 26 of Alex. Eighth place will go to the 49 of Trey. Ninth place will go to the 40 of Chuck Kemper. And rounding out your top 10 here tonight is the 00 of Scott Page. 11th place will go to the 54 of Randy Post. And 12th place will go to the 45 of Jason Deere. That will do it here for, of course, your unofficial race results. We are going to step away and get ready for the post-race show, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, with your third place finisher. Of course, that is the 17 of Doug Pickering, finishing right back where you started after some miscommunications with your gears and your hands, going down to the wrong gear, up to the wrong gear, blowing the engine, coming back from almost 2 laps down to finishing third place. Overall, you didn't get the win. But can you be real disappointed? Because that in itself seems like a great way to finish.
Oh no, more than happy with that. Had a good bit of fun with Sahil towards the end as well. So yeah, that was I enjoyed that.
Well, definitely. I'm not sure we'll talk to Sahil about if he got a bump there from Aaron or if he got a little loose. But we saw you give Sahil a little bit of bump there on the last lap. Obviously, nothing to wreck and reclaim. Maybe just a little fun, just to poke at him a little bit. He did get ahead of you there and get second place, but overall a great race between all three of you up there. Very few cautions here at Martinsville for a warmer track. I thought we might see a few more self-spins, but we didn't. So overall a good race for the most part. Very few cautions. So anything you could have changed, you wish you'd have done a little bit better here, or I'm pretty happy.
Not put it in third and blown me the gearbox. So that's about it, really. Yeah, no, the car was running fine for me. It was nice. So he dropped off a little bit mid-run and came back. So I think he was saving his tyres a little bit when we had that run, and I was in second. The caution came out. They caught cautions come out, don't they? So strategy-wise, I don't think I could have done anything different, to be fair.
Well, I definitely don't think you could have probably done a little better, because we know you're a winning driver. But with the stuff that did happen, definitely a great finish. Any sponsors or shout out you want to give for that third place finish?
Yeah, I'd like to thank yourselves for putting it on. Hazy Signs and Designs for doing the skins. He does some good work if you want to go and check him out. And Speed Zone Motorsports. All
right, well, again, congrats on the third place finish, and of course, finishing one spot ahead. That is the 18 of Sahil Mustang. First off, we just congrats on the second place here. You had your hands full there with Doug behind you and Aaron in front of you, trying to run him down, and all the meantime, hold off Doug behind you. So, what was it going racing with those two? As always, it's always a good, clean battle, and we didn't get a good shot of it. What happened there? We came in and you were a little sideways going in the corner.
Oh, that I got out in the lead after that last pit stop there, and just started to get away a little bit, and then started making mistakes as want to do, you know, and just started riding the curb a little bit, and that gave Aaron a huge comeback and gave him the chance to come down my inside. I tried to block him off. It was a bit too late, and you know, he was on my inside, and he just about tucked my left rear quarter panel. That kind of spun me around, but luckily got it going again, and just about held off Doug for second place.
Well, definitely it was some good battling. We figured maybe there might have been a little contact. We know you three raced with each other all the time, so we knew it wasn't anything intentional if there was any contact there. Probably just some really hard racing, and it sounds like that is exactly what it was. You know, it comes down to those last few laps. Nobody wants to give an inch, and you're going to battle as hard as you can for the win, and sometimes it works out for you. In this case, didn't quite get the win, but you did get to get a top 3 here, and it'll be a good points night for you as you are the current points leader, so that is definitely good going for the points battle. But any quick sponsors you want to name, or any shout-outs you want to give?
As always, you guys for putting these races on, especially you obviously doing the one my job in the commentators booth, as well as Doug and Aaron this week for doing the setup work.
All right, and speaking of doing some work, he put a lot of work in here, leading 82 laps. That is Aaron Maspero in the 41, and hopefully his mic is fixed here. It's a little fuzzy on our end, but Aaron, you got a copy?
I'm here, man. Hear me?
All right, we do hear you. Still a little staticky, but we can hear you here for the most part. So what was it out there on this track battling with Doug and Sahil?
He's just Sahil ready for that contact.
Well, I think unless I'm the only one, Doug, Sahil, yeah, we heard bits and pieces of that, but I think it's still messing up a little bit.
Any better?
Oh, that was a little better.
Same. Sahil already had it.
Yeah, we're still having.
Oh,
yeah, we're still having issues there that with that mic. It's not quite wanting to work. Maybe it's just been overused here. That's either way, we want to congratulate Aaron Maspero. I think maybe his mic has just been overused here on the podium finish. So he may have to trade that in for a new one. But again, Aaron Maspero coming away with the win. And Doug, I know you probably know his sponsors, so who would those be here for his win?
That'll be the same as mine. It'll be Hazy Sign and Designs and Speed Zone Motorsports.
All right. Well,
I'd also like to thank yourselves.
yeah. So there you have it. Kind of unconventional, but a teammate there doing his sponsors and shout-outs for him. It's unfortunate we don't get to talk to Aaron, as that mic is still acting up just a little bit. Hopefully we'll get to next week. We'll talk to him. We may get him here for the pre-race interview. That being said, of course, we are going to finish up here for this afternoon's broadcast. We want to thank all the sponsors that have come on board here for tonight's race ourselves, one of those being Walls Beard Co., Sim Speed Shop, Northwest Racing Series, Ohio IndyCar League, iBog, and of course Randy's Wraps. And we will get Aaron Maspero, if his mic is fixed, next week for that pre-race interview. And of course, on the racing side of things, we want to give a big shout out to TJ Woodworking and of course TNG Rustic Decor here, the presenting sponsor and the championship sponsor for this series. That being said, we are going to sign off, but we will be back here for Race Core, myself and Jeff Stabnow covering that racing action. And then of course we also have the Upper Edge Dirt Derby trucks at Eldora. They will be covering that action. That will be KR Stolfus and Randy Post covering all that action for you here tonight. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you at the next race.
This copyrighted broadcast may not be used in any form without the authorized written consent of Virtual Racing Network. VRN would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.